Welcome to Fabulously Flawed, where the perfectly imperfect come to shine. Marni, along with her sensational sidekick Taylor, are the mother-daughter duo that puts the fun in dysfunction. Every episode, we unpack the chaos of mental health while sprinkling in the sass of pop culture. We're here to share stories, laughs, and lessons that remind you to embrace your quirks and to never, ever let anyone dull your sparkle. So join us as we celebrate the beauty of being fabulously flawed. Let's get real, let's get raw, and let's get ready to add a little extra shimmer to your day.
Hey, fabulously flawed friends, fabulously flawed fam, fabulous everybody. How are you? Thank you for joining us on Fabulously Flawed Podcast. I am your host, Marni, and joining me, as always, my delightful, dazzling, delicious, dainty daughter Taylor.
I love it so much. Hi guys, we're back. We missed you. How are you? How's summer going?
I hope everybody's loving just one thing about themselves, not stressing over things they can't control, just at peace.
I like that. Yeah,
Right?
I hope you guys are just at minimum at peace with yourself.
And thank you for joining us today. Our episode, it's very simple. Live, laugh, love. That's it. If it doesn't make you feel love, if you don't get any laughter out of it and you're not living when you're near something, remove it.
Yeah, basically anything, be around people who make you feel alive, who make you want to laugh and jump around in the sun and just seriously, it sounds
Just frolic, be free, be yourself. Just where you can be yourself 100%. That's such a sense of freedom and peace.
I think so too. I think it is. I like the word freedom that you use, that when you're around people where you can be like unapologetically yourself and 100% authentic, like how freeing is that? Truly.
Exactly. See, here's what my problem was, probably up until right now, years old or present day. I put my happiness, my whole worth was contingent upon how in my deluded mind, if I did anything to upset Dad. Okay, if I did anything to upset him. So let's say he wanted to go to this certain hockey game, I don't know. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll go, of course. But I really did not want to go. Sensory overload, I don't know who the team was, but I went anyway. And I just did these things because I didn't love myself and I needed his love and approval.
Yes.
So I sabotaged myself and I put every role that was supposed to be in my mind on my husband or dad. If he was in a good mood, I was in a good mood. If he called me, I was in a good mood. It was all contingent. My self-love was put on another person. What I'm trying to say is you can't expect happiness from an outer person, place, or thing. It comes from within. You have to love yourself. So now let's fast forward, years later, present day. Hey, baby, do you want to go see this person play at a, college hockey thing? Not right now. I'm not really feeling it, but I'm on sensory overload and we laugh now. So that communication. So when there are people that are going through tough times and you can tell people it'll be okay, but let me tell you from experience, it will be okay.
Yeah, no, I think that it's always easier said than done. Look, when we're going through hard things and whatever, it's so hard to see the other end of it. And it's hard to logically tell yourself, oh, I'm going to be okay.
Can I pop in with an example?
Yeah.
Okay, I go into these hyper-focus modes of shows. It was long. I mean, I still watch them, but I watch them to a point that I can't watch them anymore. I watch them, I know the lines, I know who's in them. Okay, so now my new obsession is starting the Kardashians. Now, I've watched sporadically through the years, but I am mind blown. So you were talking about how, right now it doesn't seem like everything's hopeful. I saw Kim crying over Ray J. Was that his name?
Oh.
Wait. No. Yeah, not but remember when she was upset? He was upset. Was it Reggie or Ray J?
Well, she dated a Reggie Bush, but
yes,
then
that's the one.
Okay.
Forgetting the sex tape guy.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to Reggie.
Okay, yes.
So they were dating, and he was just, really not happy that she didn't go to the game, and she was crying to Chris, saying, "I don't know how my life can go on, and I want to cancel this shoot." And Chris heads pop up, like her head, watching her head pop up when they have random convos I am obsessed. The I could see why we're all fascinated with it, because they don't realize how funny they are by being human.
Yeah.
And so
I haven't really ever watched like a lot of the early episodes of.
Point being, then I had to go to present day, and I was like, damn, this is some inspirational, motivational shit right here. From every single one of them, you watch these. When it first came on, I was like, Taylor, look, this is when they were poor.
I know, and it's in probably their like $3 million house.
Right? And I was like, you know what? It humanized them, these early episodes.
Yes, for sure. No, for sure. I forgot that they lived like normal humans. Watching an episode from like 2008, I was like, holy shit.
Wait, Courtney is filing and Chris is walking through the mall. It was just...
Yes, we both said at the same time, like...
This would never happen.
Chris and Courtney could never walk through a shopping mall today, just, without people going up to them.
I gotta tell you, so she thought Chris was like, you ain't canceling no shoot. But... that wasn't gonna happen. Yeah. But it was like, she thought at that moment her life would never go on.
Yep.
And then she ended up marrying that awful monster man, Chris.
Oh yeah, you asked me yesterday. You're like, hey, why did Kim marry Chris Humphries? I'm like,
he's gross.
I really would love to know.
I bet whoever was in charge of the department of hooking Kim up got fired because he was gross.
Oh, I know. Well, that's why the marriage lasted 2 months.
Oh, that's oh, really?
It got annulled after what? 60, 70 something days.
It's like funny. I go now to my other pop culture phenom obsession, King, Queen, Travis, Taylor.
Oh,
You saw Chris Humphries walking with Kim ahead of her, couldn't give a shit what she was saying. Then you look at Taylor and Travis, how he grabs her hand and holds her and protects her. And
oh, I love the paparazzi pictures that we get when Taylor and Travis are going to and from their car. He's always holding her hand, always has his hand on her in some way to protect her. Like, it's a mess. Like, I could talk about this for literally weeks at a time, like,
but you know
consecutively.
What? And it's like, what a shame that Kanye had to be all messed up in this whole thing, because they would be really good friends, I think.
I mean, yeah, they're
cool
both
people. Sparkly and glittery, and like I
wouldn't call Kanye sparkly.
I'm
and
not
glittery.
talking about Kanye. I'm talking about Kim. I'm talking about Kim Kardashian. It's a shame Kanye was an asshole, because I would love for Kim to be friends with Taylor.
Oh my God, this whole time I thought you meant like Kim and Kanye. I'm like, yeah, they're both cool people.
Oh, gross. No, it's like I want to see a friendship of Paris Hilton sitting with Taylor Swift and Kim Kardashian.
I know, like how powerful.
The glitter and the sparkle in that room.
No,
oh my gosh.
I know. Well, Kim, her aesthetic now isn't as sparkly, mom, as it used to be. Now her whole entire house is like cream colored beige, like no life in it, and all of like her brand, like Skims and Skin by Kim, it's all
I have been, when I watch it, Tay, I didn't mean to interrupt you, I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's all nude and beige and stuff.
That's true.
There's no glitter and sparkle. Paris and Taylor, now that would be.
Well, actually, somebody just in one of the recent episodes, she went to the designers and they partnered with someone to add Swarovski crystals.
Yes.
So I actually, when you have a husband who's your best friend who lets you watch these marathons, even though he was on his phone, he let me,
Oh, Dad. Oh, yeah, he did. He sat there watching the car. And wait, I caught him watching the show yesterday on his own, too.
When I was downstairs?
You were downstairs, and he was, I forget, what scene it was, but it was so funny. Bruce, he got his earrings, and Chris is like, well, I don't know why you have these earrings, Bruce. And I want to be like, well, you know.
It was I think I was just so riveted and fascinated, and it just cracked me up when they were like, okay, Bruce, you got to put your tux on, and he's like, I'll be ready in a few minutes. But it was also watching Kendall and Kylie. Like, I think Dad was watching it.
Yes, that is the most wild thing, is watching Kendall and Kylie as children.
I kept, because of the Travis Scott, whatever, I was like, look at what a baby she was. Like, she was just at Sugar Factory getting the candy. Kendall wanted the tattoo. She was such a little girl.
Yeah. Wow. Absolutely wild.
Here go that they are still human. That Kylie, on one of the present days I was watching, she was saying about her looks, she took her fillers out, and I wanted to hug her through the TV, because she said she reads these horrible things about her. I want to say, what people say about you is none of your business. Like, come here. I wanted to just hug Kylie. I know that sounds crazy.
I know. No, I mean, listen, just because someone has a lot of money, it doesn't mean that they have this perfect, amazing, awesome life.
Chloe, she's my favorite. Okay, Chloe.
Oh, Chloe's my favorite by
not?
landslide. Oh, for sure.
Oh, remember on our last episode, we were talking about how they were like, I was saying how Chloe was doing like cooking and sitting with her little family and all this.
And Kim mom shamed her, yeah.
Now they showed a flashback when Chloe in the early seasons was saying she didn't believe she was Chris's daughter. Like she was doing the whole DNA genetic thing as a joke. And then they showed flashbacks of Chloe at 10 years old cooking for everyone or serving everyone, like as a little girl. So she's like, why was I doing that at such a young age? Like in her flashback.
She's always been just like
the mama.
The mama. Yes. She's always given off that vibe of like, just being there for like, especially Kendall and Kylie. Like I feel like their relationship, I haven't, like I said, the early seasons are such a blur to me, but I know Chloe was like always.
What's so cool to me also is when you watch the early seasons when she hated Scott and this, and then present day they're like besties.
Oh, Chloe and Scott are like really close, sometimes oddly close. Has anything happened between them?
Well, see, I googled like present day what's going on, and there have been rumors because she was awfully upset Scott was not invited to the barbecue.
Yes.
And Courtney was like, look, we were together for 10 years. We've been apart for 7. Like, what?
I know. No, I know. It's like they're almost at the point where they've been apart as long as they were together. But I don't know.
Oh, wait. So, I'm sorry. We were watching it yesterday. And Dad's like, who's Courtney with now? And I was like, oh, that's Travis. And then all of a sudden you see him. And Dad's like, oh, whatever. That was all. It was like the next scene. And then you see him playing the drums. And it was like, damn.
Oh, Travis Barker. Yeah. Sometimes I don't know if you're talking about Travis Scott or Travis Barker, but I guess
Travis Kelce.
Oh yeah, true. Oh my God, like, isn't it really? Yeah, wait, that's weird. Why are they all named Travis? Like that's
because everybody must have watched the movie Overboard at the same time.
Yeah,
the little boy Travis. I think Travis Kelce's Mama Kelce, said she saw the movie Overboard, and the little chubby boy was so cute.
I love how you're obsessed with calling her Mama Kelce.
She's Mama Kelce.
Like you, and like you don't call her. Yeah, you're obsessed with calling them Mama. I mean, I love it. It's so cute.
Do you think that shows that I really have mother issues?
That literally speaks volumes. That's funny.
How do you know you have mother issues without saying you have mother issues?
Yes. Oh my God. Wait. I think just to veer off the Kardashians for a sec, I just need to say, like, Kamala, like, I love you.
Oh, girl.
Like,
power.
I don't know. I just think that what this country needs is the opposite of, like, an 80-year-old white guy.
No,
so
I remember when she was cross-examining someone, one of these senators that was a friggin' liar, she shut him down.
Oh, she's a prosecutor.
Oh, no.
Hello. People are saying it's a prosecutor versus a felon. That's this election.
The debate night is going to be brilliant. Mm-hmm. He's going to go, well,
she's going to slaughter him. And I am so excited to glue my ass on the couch and watch that debate like I've never watched anything before.
Slaughter. And I'll tell you who else is the happiest yesterday. Maya Rudolph and her agent. Come on.
Oh, because Maya plays?
Yes.
Oh, that is the funniest thing.
Best thing ever.
Oh my God, Mom, that's the best thing you said. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, we get 4 years of Maya. Come on.
Well, let's hope we do.
Oh, it's not even all of it. Do you know how much money they raised in like 3 hours yesterday?
Oh, wait, did they?
The Democratic Party, millions.
Wait, I didn't know that.
The minute he went out, boom, money started pouring in, multi-millions. All the donators had stopped, and now they were like, we're on now, baby. Everybody.
All the donors. Yep. Oh my God. I didn't even know that.
What are you watching?
I'm sorry. Like, I know we don't talk about politics on our podcast, but
this is human kindness. This is our world.
There's just no world in which I could ever support.
Can you just see, though, Kamala looking at Donald Trump saying, you're going to tell me that you don't want a family to have in vitro? Like, what the fuck? And when he starts to give she is going to be so brilliant. Oh, for every little girl watching, it's so amazing to see.
I know. I just in the edits on TikTok that I've been seeing and on Instagram, people are putting like all of Kamala's like the way she's danced and walked and whatever to like pop music, and it's the best. I think that
she's so real, and she's been in the shadows, but when she is, look, somebody wrote leave it. I forgot what it was, but she's going to take control of this country, and there's going to be decency, kindness. Even the animal couldn't even write a nice thing to Joe Biden. Did you see what he wrote?
No, I don't pay attention. I don't look at his social media.
What do you watch? Do you not see any news? What are you watching all day? He was like, Joe Biden was the worst president ever. He couldn't even say anything classy.
Oh my, because he's a fucking disgusting, vile pig. I'm sorry, but I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt recently and find redeeming qualities about him, and I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay,
and if I said anything nice about him, I take it all back.
All I have to say is those moronic people with the bandages on their ear is the most pitiful, disgusting thing. Okay, we'll move on to what a beautiful country, though, and it's exciting again to know there's hope. There's not all this darkness.
I really like that you just said that. I think yesterday kind of like opened up this whole new breath of fresh air type of thing for so many Americans, including myself, because it was really rough seeing Donald Trump and Joe Biden be our candidates. I mean, it was just god awful to see. And now this young, fresh, happy Kamala's laugh is so contagious.
No,
and
you don't understand, Tay. It's scary for so many women, because I was in the emergency room bleeding out, hemorrhaging, and today a doctor would say, sorry, I would have died. They had to do an emergency.
I'm sorry. It's hard for me to picture or want or anything of a Republican as the president because of the policies that go along with it. I will just never be behind
I want to say, we have children that are basically homeless. There are hungry children in this country, millions upon millions. There are people, our mental health is the biggest crisis in our world right now. Every day, at least 3 times a day, another article pops up. This is my For You page. Murder, suicide, child takes his life, murder, suicide.
I know.
Why? Nobody's focusing on that. You're worried about who gets a fakakta abortion, and the doctor has to go to jail and will be imprisoned for help. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's almost like I don't even want to waste my breath talking about it because it's so ridiculous. It's I'm like clenching my fist right now. Like I'm gonna leave a mark on my palm from my nails. Like it makes me so angry. I'm infuriated. So
I guess the good news is that there's hope now. We saw so much darkness, and to see this woman that every girl that is of color, every little girl that feels different, who's not of the typical blonde hair.
My fear, and I've been seeing this on Twitter. You said, where do I get my news? Twitter and TikTok. Now, I know that doesn't sound great, but
no, we all get it from
I just fear, is our country developed enough to vote for a woman of color for president? We didn't elect a white woman in Hillary. I mean, that was 8 years ago. We've come far.
We are so down rock bottom.
I know.
That look at the 2 choices we had. Okay, I mean, you had pitiful, and God bless Joe Biden, who is a hero. I mean, God.
I know, but he
bless
him. Like dementia, like he couldn't
Taylor,
be president.
Have you not read stuff? Everybody is praising him for giving up. That's what I'm saying.
Well, of course.
I'm not talking about him present day and running. Everybody right now is calling him a hero for what he did.
I know.
From stepping down.
And Donald Trump's ego will get in the way of absolutely everything that man ever does, and that is something that Joe Biden just
his whole life
he wasn't
has
an egotistic maniac like Donald Trump.
No. Everybody is saying what a hero Joe Biden is, because now he saved democracy. He saved our country by stepping down.
I know.
I hope that, he can just be in peace after he finishes his term. That's all. And the amount of...
Yeah, hello. He's in his 80s. He should be.
The amount of praise people are saying for him, that thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. I mean, the outpour of love for Joe Biden has
You just got really passionate when you were like...
Because I was like, how did you not know about this? I know. See, that was me with me.
It's almost like you were yelling at me.
I was kind of for a second. I was like frustrated that you didn't even see this. Like, how are you mentioning his dementia when he's being praised for stepping down? It was the most heroic thing he could do. He didn't think with his ego. He was thinking with his soul.
Well, of course.
So I wanted to leave Joe Biden on that positive note, not with a negative.
Oh, okay. My apologies to Joe and to you. No, of course, Mom. I mean, hello. I don't have to.
It was such an amazing day. I mean, nobody ever cared about politics, ever. Nobody cared. I mean, my favorite, though, really is Wolf Blitzer, because his eyes light up when it's like anything negative Trump. Like, Wait, what were you going to say?
No, sorry. Anything Trump, that he just loves to like get in there and talk about it. I saw yesterday Wolf Blitzer was out somewhere like posting, I think, that he wasn't in the studio, and everyone was like, Wolf, get in the studio now. Like, we need you reporting now.
And then remember we were watching when the man, we'll just call him the man, 45, was going to go to jail. And Anderson kept saying, so he's a convicted felon, right? Remember, he kept wanting the ladies.
Oh my God. That was the funniest thing. I love it.
If we were doing a drinking game, every time he said, so he's convicted, he's a felon, right? It's legal.
Yes. I can't wait. Anderson's on at 8:00 on weeknights. Yeah. I cannot wait to
brought
watch
the
tonight.
whole mushbook in yesterday.
Wait, I didn't see CC. I was out a lot of yesterday. I wasn't watching CNN.
Caitlin Collins came live. I was thinking, was she like brunching? Because nobody thought this wasn't coming in.
No, yes. It's like everyone's now, the new thing is like, where were you when Joe Biden dropped out of the presidency? I'm like, I was at the dispensary.
Oh, that is so funny.
And I'm sitting there and I get a text from my friend in capital letters. It's like, Joe dropped out or whatever.
And when
I was like, holy shit.
Daddy said it to me, I go, no, he didn't. I said, are you being bookable?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were the one. Oh, yeah. He didn't ask how you guys found out.
He told me it popped up on his
phone, right? His notifications. Yeah. And you thought he was lying?
And I was like, put on CNN right now. And then Caitlin Collins was right there. It's like she freshened up real quick. And they were all coming in one by one.
Yeah. You know what? I'm sure those major news stations, I'm sure they maybe had a heads up.
No, he didn't tell his people, his breed to you, okay?
Okay.
My breed to me. They did not know until he didn't ask them. He just said, here's my statement.
Wait, really?
Yes. That's why I'm saying you need to put on CNN and watch what's going on.
I know, but when we finish recording shortly, I will most certainly be turning CNN on because my head has not been there.
In the past 24 hours, it's been remarkable to see the outpour of...
Okay, on social media, I've seen that all these celebrities are...
Yeah, but even on the news and just everything that's going on, it's really wickedly cool.
Yeah, no, I definitely should be paying a little bit more attention to a very important time in our history.
So it's so interesting that, that's why I was saying people never cared about politics. When I was growing up, it was never anything until, I guess, Obama, because he humanized, with the family and he was real, I guess, and it was something different. And look, I loved Bill Clinton era, but
see, I wasn't around for that, but people loved Bill Clinton, right?
When he played the saxophone when he was running for president, and he went on the Arsenio Hall show, which was a late night talk show at the time. Okay. And he played the saxophone. I mean, come on.
Did he capture America's heart? Yep.
Everybody.
Who did he run against? Do you remember?
No. No, not at all. I couldn't even tell you. See, it's like it was like nobody watched Meet the Press. Now I'm like, okay, it's like so and so with Meet the Press. And it's just crazy. I would never have watched known who anyone on CNN was
until, unfortunately, we had to start paying attention.
But then CNN ended up becoming fun. When I say fun, like the New Year's when Don Lennon outed himself when he was drunk. Don Lemon, they would go to all the different cities. And then, but, it's just been an interesting ride to watch everybody evolve and just live, laugh, love. And let me tell you something, Chloe makes me laugh. I'm going back to my Kardashian.
Back to the Kardashian. So anyways... Kamala 2024. Thank you, Joe Biden. We love you.
Oh, the best. Seriously.
There we go. Then we're ending your the thing on a high note.
Yeah. Are we already over?
No. I meant our discussion on
I got you.
You said you didn't want our last thing to be said about Joe negative. So I'm saying I was ending it on a
sweet
positive thing for you. Yeah, of course.
I think our next episode, I want to tap into, just because we're just talking about life and living and loving and laughing, is Dear Incoming Freshmen. Because I am so nervous for these kids going away for the first time. When they leave Christmas, I always say, oh, those poor parents, those sweet kids that don't have many friends. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. And they have to hug their mom.
No, stop. I don't even want to.
I know.
I don't even want to think about it. But I just know the universe has a plan for everyone. And just keep being a good person, and the universe will keep throwing good at you.
It's not even being a kind person is everything. Anyone could be nice, but being kind is one thing.
Okay, true.
But also because an asshole could do a nice thing, but being kind is completely different.
Okay, very true. Yes, I like the way you put that.
But if everyone is truly themselves when they go to whatever school they go to, they are themselves. If they love making lamps that are made out of feathers. There will be one other person if there's a club for that.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I know.
There's no such thing as popularity. Any of these kids
we hate that word.
I hate it. It's almost like fat
Yeah.
word. The thinking that life is not worth going to college if you're not in Greek life, and how they sell their souls.
Oh,
It's disgusting.
We've talked
Tay,
about
we gotta-
how horrible Greek life is.
I
You
gotta
guys
tell you-
know my feelings on that.
we gotta we gotta spread our message to these to these incoming students, and really start putting together other seminars. Like we just did one. I did one a few weeks ago. That was just wonderful for these mothers and
Yes.
daughters.
But-
Best audience. Seriously, was it not the best audience?
I know, the best energy. You did so well. So proud
it
of
was
you.
the best
Watching you.
weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of talking, but it was so fun. It was a wonderful weekend of inspiring and motivating. And
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. You were just born to do this. Like it was just, this is your calling. And I think we need to, continue to do that.
because
and
I don't want
reach a wider audience and kind of change up
This
our
is-
demographic a little.
there's a mental health crisis in this country. These young kids that are going into these new worlds alone. I want them to know, don't fake anything. Don't fake yourself. Be who you are, because you will find your peace. And
I know. And it's
Oh.
so hard when you're 18, 19 years old to 17, 18, 19 to, kind of know that being who you are is better than being your true authentic self will always be better than
it's the
faking
best.
any sort of persona. But I know, when you're a young teenager, it's kind of hard to
But I've lived it. I'm 50.
understand.
I'm sorry.
but
I'm studio 54 years old. I have lived it, and I will tell you, when you put down your wall and you become yourself, and you just understand, if somebody's like rude, it has nothing to do with you. They're
Yeah.
projecting. Everyone is projecting. You don't need a bunch of people around you. Like our message is so strong that really, I'm glad we're having this conversation, because I just had an Oprah aha moment. I want us to now get to these kids that are going away to school. Seriously, I need to really focus my energy, because people always say, what's your niche? What's your niche? And I got mental health. What's your demographic? Well, young girls, because I want to be who I needed when I was younger. However, when I have done interviews with a male demographic, my people listened. So even this lady who interviewed me, Lisa Nichols, pretty sure that's her name. She interviewed me about my book. She interviewed a different author every single week of the year.
Yeah.
And she said, I want people to know, once you get past her sparkles, read the story, no matter who you are, man, woman, boy, girl, anyone. It resonates with everyone. It does.
Okay,
I believe it
yeah.
does. So it was very cool to hear that from another woman promoting my story, that it's not just a chick read.
Oh yeah, no, my God, no! It's for the girls, the gays, and the theys. That's what they say.
Can we create a product? Brie, are you listening?
The
Cosmo?
girls, I've heard that so
Wait,
many
say it
times.
again?
The girls, the gays, and the theys.
No. Product alert. Again.
I saw that on TikTok, Twitter. Like I said, I'm where I spend
Wait,
most
I
of my
guarantee-
time.
But see, here's the thing. My brilliant Brianna, my Cosmo, confection of just cuteness. I love you so much, Cos. I guarantee you, by the time this episode's over, she will already have had designed products with that saying on it.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Thanks, Brie, ahead of time. We love your service for us and
No,
whatever.
she's the best. Fabulously Flawed with 2ds.net on
Yeah.
Etsy. I'm not ending our episode yet. We still have a few minutes to go. And I'm glad this was a light episode. I'm sorry that I got so passionate about my political and United States of America pride. But did you see that lady butcher the Star Spangled Banner?
Oh God, yeah. Her name was Ingrid something, and she was so wasted because the next day
Do you
she came
think-
on and said, "I'm
wait, wait.
taking myself into rehab."
Wait,
but
wait,
it was
wait,
such an insult.
Do you think she was really wasted, or is that her PR people saying, let's say you're going to rehab, and I'm using my air quotes right now?
I don't know. You know what? Hollywood is so fake.
That's
I'm not
true.
even gonna
I'll
sit
tell you-
here and try to figure it out. She
I'll just tell
fucking
you,
sucked.
It was
whatever
such an embarrassment.
An embarrassment.
Can you
It was
make our country even more suckier?
right. It was literally horrible and quite insulting to our troops and veterans.
The
and
only person that was happy about that was Fergie, because she was the last one to butcher it. So finally,
God, that Fergie thought she was doing. I don't know what. She was probably on drugs. God only knows what.
or her publicist or her person or her rep didn't like her and figured, do it this way. do it this way. Trust me.
But it's like you're an artist. You know your vocal. She was so established in 2018.
Or she probably said to someone, what do you think of this version? Who didn't like her goes, love it.
Yeah, exactly. Someone was out to get her because what the fuck was that? But yeah, now that people were saying, like, move aside, Fergie, like a new person in town taking over the title of worst star national anthem.
It was hard. So now she has a new
Star Spangled Banner.
Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying.
The national,
right now.
no, it was the national anthem.
Yeah.
Like, they should just put Whitney Houston up on the screen that she did at the Super Bowl. I think it was 94.
Mm-hmm.
Her version, you'll never beat it. So just put it up on the big Jumbotron and play it at every game. That's it.
Yeah, I know, right? Just use Whitney's rendition of it every single time.
Because
if
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's
Because
so true.
the pride, I mean, people were getting chills. Again, this was probably Clinton time, but it was the most beautiful rendition I think anyone, and then the fireworks. It was just magical.
I've heard it once, but now I'm like really...
Oh, no, you're going to be blown away.
I'm dying. As soon as we finish, I have lots to do. Listen to Whitney Houston.
On
national
CNN.
anthem, put on CNN, do this and that and this and that. And
do you know what? I'm going to just end it on laughing.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
when you... Yeah. No, that's so funny because every time you say yeah, it sounds like Courtney. And now that every time she said it, like she was listening to someone eating her salad, they were going, so Court, what do you think? She goes, yeah.
See, like, I don't think I sound like Courtney, but you always think I sound like a Kardashian when I say yeah.
I know. And sometimes Brie reminds me of Chloe when she'll be like, not the dryer, you know, or something, you know, when the girl, the way Chloe talks and she'll be like, not the whatever.
Yes,
so
yes. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Okay.
It's so horrible when you tell a joke to someone and they look at you like, I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
I wasn't at first understanding what you were saying.
I have conversations in my head and then they come out. This happens all the time. So you get half into the conversation.
Right. And it's like, what about the first half?
I forget that you are not a mind reader or anything else. But I ask people, when was the last time you really laughed? Really had that. I mean, we laugh every day. I could not be around you if you weren't a laugher. Thank goodness you are. Oh, let's see, Hershey saying, I laugh too. I laugh too. No, I think I have an Amazon coming of just a skirt. Baby, if you're listening, it's just one skirt.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God, you used to be really bad with Amazon. You've gone better though.
Oh no. Wait, when I was having the worst time of our life in 2019 before we moved, my Wayfair addiction, the boxes all had to come at one time, and it was just my dopamine rush trying to get that adrenaline, ordering everything.
I know.
So on this note, I want everybody to just laugh. Laugh.
Whatever
it is,
laugh, like do it, like literally whatever.
Go back to your favorite comedy. Just think of something funny and never let anyone dull your sparkle.
Yeah, and if you guys need comedy recs, please hit me up because that is my genre. That's my thing.
And remember, don't let anybody burst your bubble. I want everyone to think positive, be you, do you, for you. Never let anyone dull your sparkle or burst your bubble. I love you all so much. Thank you for listening.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you.
Thank you for tuning in to Fabulously Flawed. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday, it's your time to join Marni and Taylor, the mother-daughter duo that's redefining family time with a twist, putting the fun in dysfunction, one episode at a time. Craving more? Visit us at fabulouslyflawed.com. And don't miss out on the feel-good vibes with our exclusive merch at fabulouslyflawed.net. That's with 2 Ds on Etsy. Keep your sparkles shining and spread that fabulous energy.